Hello, welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we are going to be practicing process explanation. Basically, the idea is you will explain a very simple process, maybe how to get a license in your country, a driver's license, how to make an omelet, how to tie your shoes, uh, how to mail a letter. It really doesn't matter what process you decide to explain, but the object will be to attempt to use proper English. It's very common in process explanation to use passive because we don't really care. We're explaining a process so that anyone can do it. So in a passive construction, passive voice, we don't care who's doing the action, so we tend to use passive voice a lot when we explain a process. Sometimes, however, if some students want to use the you, then you can crack two eggs and you can mix them together. Sometimes we use you in process explanation as a general you, whoever you. So sometimes it's okay. Maybe we'll try some variations, and I'll see what I hear. But basically, the idea we want to practice how to construct sentences properly to explain a process. In addition, the other thing that I'm focusing on is listening for students to use proper connectives, sequencing. After that, and next, after 30 minutes. Meanwhile, at the same time, these types of connective devices are extremely important to keep the continuity and cohesion of your explanation. Primarily, those are the two things I'll be listening for, and of course, any other, whatever pronunciation problems or any other verb construction, verb tenses, or any other constructions that happen to pop up. If you make mistakes, I'll try to point those out to you. Okay. Okay. While I'm waiting for students to join the class, I guess I can give you an example. Okay. All right. I'm going to explain a process, something that I really need to do, but I haven't gotten around to doing. All right. For a short time, I was a house painter. One of my many jobs that I have done. I want to explain to you what I need to do to the wall behind me. I need to paint it, and here's how to do it. First, the wall should be scraped. By that, I mean the first thing that you need to do is buy yourself a scraper. This is a tool with a sharp edge, and you need to laterally move it up and down or side to side on the wall to scrape off any old paint or paint chips. Next, you need to choose the proper paint. You could start by going to your nearest hardware store or paint store and asking their advice. That is what I recommend. And they will be able to help you to find the proper paint for the surface which you need to paint. You are probably going to want to start out with a primer or a base coat. And then secondly, let's say we're going to use a latex paint. Okay, before you get started in the actual painting, once you have scraped off all the paint chips or loose paint on the wall, you need to make sure you clean it with a cloth, maybe a damp cloth, to make sure that you're not painting dust. After that, you can actually start the process of painting. What I like to do is do the edging first. So the edges are painted, here's some passive, are painted with an edger, a straight board or a straight thin piece of metal, so that you can stick it in the corner between, for example, the ceiling and the roof, and you can just paint along the edge and not worry about painting the roof. You'll be painting your edger. Once I have painted the edges, then I will move on to actually painting the wall. I would probably myself choose to use a roller. The wall may be painted with brushes or may be painted with rollers. Either way, have at it. You're going to apply your primer coat first, and then after that dries, your latex paint of the color that you choose. There you go. There's a process of painting a wall. Now I have students, so I know how to explain a process. Now it's your turn. Hello Heidi.
Hello. Nice.
Welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome to the class. Hi Daniela. How are you?
Yeah, fine. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, ladies. This class is about explaining a process using sequencers and time sequencers and passive voice, sometimes using the general you in active sentences, sometimes using modals. You may want to do this. Next, after that, you should, or using passives. The eggs are cooked for 3 minutes. Okay. Very common to use a mix of these devices to explain a process in spoken English. Written English tends to be like all passive because we don't know who's going to do the action. But we're speaking, so we can use a mix of these devices. All right. So first you have to figure out what process you're going to explain. I don't really care how to change the oil in your car, how to get a driver's license, how to tie your shoes, how to cook an omelet, how to knit a scarf. I really don't care, just something simple that you know how to do, and then you're going to explain it. Heidi, what process would you like to explain?
Windows.
Cleaning windows. I could use some advice here. This is good. Great. I'll be taking notes. Super. All right, go ahead.
In my house, we have window glasses, and outside there's a net. How can I say? The net to avoid insect.
Right. Okay. We call that a screen in English.
Net.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very dirty. At first, we need to wash the net, because after I wash the net, the dirt came to the window glasses, so we need to clean again. So at first I need to clean the
Sorry, Heidi. One moment. Daniela, if you wouldn't mind muting your microphone, there's some noise.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Thank you. Okay, we've cleaned the nets or screens. Again, window screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And next, I start cleaning the window glasses. At first, I clean with like mop or cloth or towel, wetty towel, with spray, detergent spray for the glass. Then squeeze with the like wiper, the car wiper.
Yeah.
Lever.
Call that thing a squeegee. Let me help you out. Squeegee. It's a fun word. It's a silly sounding word. A squeegee. Yeah. Yeah.
Remove the water from the window glasses and wipe with the dry towel the sash, because the water came to that sash when I squeezed the water, and finished.
Okay. Okay, but wait a minute. Just really to talk about context for a second. Don't you have to use like a dry paper towel to like?
No, only the
only
one part shape, the car wiper, like that.
The squeegee.
Yes, squeeze.
Okay. Well, whenever I do that, I end up with streaks.
Yeah, before I used the dry towel, but when I was walking down some place in Italy, the man is cleaning grass, showing the grass. He used that tool, so I started using that one.
Okay. All right. I guess if it works, I guess you have to have the proper technique. All right. Good use at first, next, but even you could even use more of these connectives to show sequencing. After that, following that, etc. Another small thing. Okay, glass. Well, okay. I have a glass of water. I could have 2 glasses of water. I drink 6 glasses of water every day. Obviously, glass in this meaning is countable. However, glass as a material, just like any other material, metal, concrete, iron, wood, glass is uncountable when you're talking about the material. So you wouldn't say next you clean the window glasses. You just say next you clean the window glass.
Okay.
No S. Uncountable. And just a suggestion for the verb, after you squeegee, you have to clean the sash, you noted, because the water comes down. Okay, maybe slightly better verb, the water runs down. When we talk about water coming down, whatever, a surface, it's very common to say water runs down the window or water runs down the wall or whatever. Very common to use this phrasal verb to show the idea that water's coming down like in a sheet, like it does on a window, for example. Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, you'll get another chance here in a minute, so start thinking about something else. Daniela, okay, over to you.
Okay.
Would you like to explain?
Explain how to cook pancakes, maybe?
Oh, great. No, maybe not great. I'm hungry. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
First, you will need some milk, eggs, flour, and first of all, you're going to mix milk with an egg and a cup of flour, depending on how many pancakes you want to do. And then after all the mixture is done, you're going to put them in the, I don't know how to say this thing to cook.
Frying pan or maybe a griddle?
Yeah, maybe. How is it spelled? Fried?
Well, okay. Time out. Frying pan is like the flat one with a handle.
Yeah, okay. That's the one I think about.
All right. But just so you know, some people cook pancakes on a griddle, and a griddle is like it's flat, and usually it fits over 2 burners on your
Oh,
stove.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's metal, you
I
know, thick
think that.
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you're going to put some. Uh, I don't know. It's not oil, obviously, but something that won't make the pancakes get stuck there in the griddle. And um, at the end, you're going to put the mixture there and wait one side is done. So you're going to turn it, and that's it. It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Explain how to cook them
Yeah,
because
it's challenging, isn't it? Okay.
yeah.
All right. Now, the key to pancake success, in my point of view, is knowing when to turn it. Or really, Daniela, what you're doing is you're flipping it. Okay.
Flipping. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You have to know when to flip it. So, Daniela, follow-up
Yeah.
question. What
Oh,
is what is the sign that it's time to flip a pancake?
oh, it has like little holes, like bubbles, and yeah, it's full of them. So then you know it's ready to be flipped.
Okay. All right. Yeah, there you go. That's a key point, I think. Can't leave that out. Okay. Daniela, you used, all right. Okay, you used some good connectives here. You chose to explain the process by using the sort of vague general you. And then you do this and you do that, and you will need flour and eggs and blah, blah, blah. Okay, and that's perfectly fine. Okay. Uh, okay, one other small thing. You're talking about you use a certain amount of ingredients depending on how many you want to do.
To cook
Cook,
or
yeah, would be better. Or you could also use make.
okay. Oh,
Um,
I always confuse these do and make verb.
yeah, who doesn't? I mean, that's very, very common. Absolutely. One aspect is make in regards to food. You make dinner, for example. Oh, I'll make breakfast. I'll make us an omelet. I'll make some toast. I'll make coffee. Drinks, food, meals. We generally use make.
Okay.
Okay. There is an expression, Daniela. If I say, Daniela, hey, it's so good to see you. I have some business to talk to you about. Let's do lunch next Wednesday. This is a colloquial expression. It's not the normal thing. It's colloquial. It's a colloquial way to invite someone to lunch or dinner or whatever. Oh, let's do lunch. But normally, when it comes to food, we always use make.
Okay.
Yeah. When I say let's do lunch, it's like let's make a date. Let's make a schedule, a plan. It's more like that rather than the idea of eating. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Danielle.
You're welcome.
All right. Heidi, do you have another process you would like to explain? Or, by the way, any viewers out there who want to enter, give this a try. You're more than welcome. Heidi, you have another one?
I went to the driver's license center to my driver's license renew. So how to renew my the
Terrific.
driver's license?
Okay. Great.
At first, you should go to the license center. Then you should go to the counter A. Pay the money.
Sorry again. Daniela, are you fighting with a tiger or something?
No, sorry, I forgot to turn off my microphone.
Okay, thank you. Okay. How to Fight a Tiger by Daniela. All right. Later. Okay, sorry, Heidi.
Yeah?
Go ahead. Go to counter A. Yeah.
And when you pay the money, you should show your order or license. Then the officer print your license number and address and your birthday and name to print the paper. You will be given the paper in the counter A, and you should go to the counter B. I'm not sure what happened. The counter woman received the paper. Then she gave me some paper to exchange. Then next, I needed to go to the C corner to measure my eyesight. If my eyesight is 0.7 over better than 0.7, I can receive a new license. But if my eyesight was lack of 0.7, I need to go there again with my eyeglasses. Then next, I need to go to the in front of a computer to put my PIN number. I need to decide about my PIN number, 2 numbers. If I want to ask my address or something on my license card, I need to put a PIN number. Before, all my identity were written in my card, but recently the privacy is very noisy. Protecting privacy is very noisy, so our license or card doesn't write anything, only name or something. And next, I needed to go to the counter D. Then we are guided to the into the small room to take a picture for the license card. Then next, we needed to go to the small room to see the video. 30 minutes. It lasts 30 minutes. How the car accident is dangerous, or you need to take care when you drive car like that video. When the video finished, the officer distributed us the new new license card. Then finished.
Wow. Okay. That's quite interesting. That's a very different process than I'm used to. Okay. Now that was interesting for a couple of reasons. I had to use first person, and there's nothing wrong with that because she's explaining a process that she went to, and she's using her experience to explain the process. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Just at first you did not use renew as a verb, but renew can be a verb. I went to renew my license. I renewed my license. You can just say subject verb, just so you know, to make that clear. Later you mentioned the part where you measured your eyesight. Usually we don't say measure your eyesight, usually test.
Test.
So had to test your eyesight. Okay. And okay,
if you have some accident or violate the rule, you need to change and renew your license 3 years later, in 3 years. But if you are a very good driver, you need to renew your license 5 years. So we call it paper driver. I've never driven the car, so I'm very good driver.
Ah,
I need to go there
paper driver.
5 years later.
Okay, that's very interesting. In the United States, it depends how much you pay. You pay a certain amount, and you have to renew in 2 years. If you pay double, then 4 years. But it has nothing to do with anything but how much you pay. Okay. Anyway, another little problem. You said something that was a little strange for me. I'm not sure. Maybe I misunderstood. But I think you said protecting privacy is very noisy.
Okay, like that group protecting privacy, the kind of group was very noisy before. So government need to keep our privacy in any card or something.
Okay, so there was some kind of political campaign or a group that was very active
Yes.
about privacy protections, so they changed the laws.
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay, I see. Now, I have one more question. At no point do they make you take a number?
No.
You never?
Yeah,
No?
license number.
No. Like a queue number, a line number. Like United States.
Counter A or counter B or like that.
Yeah, in the United States, there's a little sign, you know, with the number. Now serving number 4, and you're sitting there in a seat with number 42. Oh man, I got 38 more people. Yeah, that's the way it works in the United States. One more question. In the United States, everyone hates the DMV. I don't think anyone likes going to the Department of Motor Vehicles. Everyone hates it. It has a very bad reputation. Stereotypes are very bad about service. Is this true in Japan or not really?
Not so much. They are quite kind.
Oh, they're not kind in the United States. Go over there. Stand there. They talk to you like that.
The process was like automated. So people need to move along the line. On the floor, there are colorful lines. A to B or C or D, like that.
Okay. Sounds a bit smoother. Another big difference, your explanation is very good and detailed, and that's great because I think I fully get the picture. Another big difference was the thing with eyesight, testing your eyesight. They never do that in the United States.
It's very important in Japan.
Yeah, it would seem to be, yeah, wouldn't it? Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it's missing, but no, I'm scaring Saiban. Hi, Saiban.
Hey, teacher. Oh, come on. I'm gonna
scary.
go to there next week. I have a test.
It's not scary. It's boring. It's really boring. They make you wait forever. If you're going to the DMV, Saiban, you better plan on. Don't make any plans that day because you're going to be stuck there for hours. I'm saying people hate it not because it's scary, because it's really boring. Bring a video game or a book to read or something. Really.
Okay. I worked in DMV back in my country. I was traffic commissioner, and I observed people. I have announced a lot of names. I say, "You're failed, man. Just come out from the car." And they are sometimes the girls. They are crying.
Really? Okay. That's kind of funny. Okay, anyway, all right, great. Great job, Heidi. That was nice, lots of detail to really make it quite clear what you're going through. That's a very good job. Detail, detail, detail when explaining a process. The more detail you give, the easier it is to understand. Daniela, if you don't mind, I'm going to let Saiban have a try here at this because he's had connection problems all the last few hours I've been teaching classes in and out. I want to give him a chance before he disappears. If you don't mind, Daniela. I'm going to give Saiban a chance to do this process explanation exercise. You'll get another opportunity. Don't worry. I don't want Saiban to disappear because he's had a shaky connection. Okay, Saiban. Okay, thank you very much, Daniela. You're very kind.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No problem. Saiban, all right, you're going to explain. I would like you to explain a simple process, anything, how to tie your shoes, how to tie a necktie, how to change your oil. It really doesn't matter how to cook something, whatever. Doesn't matter what.
How about if I just explain the process become or when the traffic commissioner or the commissioner become an officer. So it's not really long, but just a little bit of detail.
Sure, that sounds great.
Okay, so first in Iraq, in the policeman system, in our policeman system, there's 3 ranks, 3 level of rank: a police, a commissioner, and officer. I am right now, I am back in Iraq, I am a commissioner, so not policeman, not officer. When I ask to be an officer, what should I do? There's a process I should go through it. So first, I will go to the academic police in the capital of Kurdistan, and I have the first thing they do, they are look at my the high. If I am not high enough, then they will reject me. That at least it's requirement for everybody, for every person who assigned for to be an officer. It should be no less than 165 centimeter. So I'm not sure about the feet. So okay, and then after that they will measure my chest. If my chest is less than 85 centimeter, then they will reject me. After that, I have to go to other room. They will ask me some document, so the identification and the other things. Then they will record it. I have to approve that I am Iraqi citizen, and I don't have, and I will bring the whole identification, and I will fill the form about my family and about me. Then they will give me they will give me a paper, and then they say go to the court to make sure you don't have any background, the criminal background, and bring to us the fingerprint that you don't have any criminal. And then they will ask me to go to a local policeman if they are gonna ask, let's say they are detected about me, about my neighbor and everything. They will gather every information about myself, about me, from my neighbor. So if I have any problem in the area, after that, after all these paper approved, I will bring it back to them, and they say okay. They will stamp on it, and they say okay, you are done with this. After that, there's they will give us appointment. They will select it as a certain day. They say come on this day, and there's a board of officer, a high rank officer, and a doctor. First of all, they will test the eyesight, and yeah, and then they will ask me. They will test my body, the physical test, and the doctor will look at my body. If I have any surgery, they will reject me. If I have any deficiency in my body, they will reject me. Anything that appear in the test, they will reject me definitely. After that, they will ask me to go to the labor to test the the urine, the blood, and everything. If I hold any illness or ill, if I am ill, if I have any illness, so you know that. After that, they will say, okay, if I I mean, if I just passed this test too, they will ask me meeting with the three high rank. For the most of the time, they are marshal, and the other they will ask me some certain question. If I have passed it, then I will go and start training for 1 year. After 1 year, I will become officer.
Okay, become an officer. All right.
An officer.
Wow, I thought you said it was a simple process.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Okay, let me give you a little feedback for that one. All right. First of all, you started off by explaining the ranks. Let me explain about when we talk about ranks in English. I'm not sure which rank is below which rank. To make that clear, you might say something like this: the lowest rank is police, and then officer, then commissioner, then officer, like that.
Okay.
It's very common to use, by the way, the hand gestures to show when we're speaking, but also the use of and then, and then, and then. When we say and then, and then, and then, we're always, when we're talking about ranks, it always goes up. Okay, there's the assistant sales clerk, then the sales clerk, then the administrative assistant, then the administrator, then the CEO. Okay, we go up when we describe a rank in English commonly. So do I have that right? The lowest is police, then commissioner, then officer?
Yeah, the lowest is police, and then commissioner, and then officer.
Okay. Okay, a couple, overall, your technique in process explanation. When critique, you always need to use sequencing, but you should try not to use the same one. You used and then, and then, and then, and then, and then, every time. Try to mix it up. It's just plain better English. After that, next, following that, then, mix it up.
Yes,
all right.
Thank you, yes.
Sure. One interesting thing you did, okay, what should you do? You asked a rhetorical question. Actually, in process explanation, this is a device which is quite common in English. Okay, if you have a problem painting the wall and the paint runs, what should you do? First of all, you can try blah, 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 blah. This is actually, nobody's done this yet in the class, but this is actually an excellent device, especially when you're explaining a process and you want to warn the listener about a problem. All right, okay, what should you do if this happens? Okay, so thanks for demonstrating that. All right.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Okay, they're going to measure your height, not your high. Height is the word.
Height, okay.
It's the noun. Okay, high is an adjective. Height is a noun. How tall you are is your height. Also, be careful of other and another. All right, they take you to You said other room. They take you to another room, another cat, another pen. You use other with plural. Other rooms, other cats, other people, other pens. All right.
Okay.
All right. And a little pronunciation problem. Gather. They're going to gather information from your neighbors. It's
Okay.
gather.
Okay. So.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gather.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's wow. What a process. Okay. Anyway, yeah. All right. However, I must say, I think I understand the process now. It was
Okay.
overall, yes, quite a lot of detail. Obviously, they don't take just anyone, as we would say
I
in English.
know there's a
Clearly.
1,000 person try to sign for the officer and they pick up just 150. Yeah.
Ah. How many people make it through the training?
Oh,
I wonder.
I think 100 says on this 150 may not pass that training, so they
Ah.
yeah, so sometimes it decreased to 120. So yeah, so
Okay.
but there's a lot of teachers, so they teach them. I train them. It's very tough.
Right.
Many
Right.
people, yeah, many people. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds like quite a process. Quite a process. By the way, okay, we're practicing process explanation. If somebody in English says, wow, that's quite a process, the idea is saying, wow, it's an impressive amount of steps and it sounds very difficult. And sometimes we use that expression, what a process, to express frustration or the idea that something's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. What a process that was. Okay. Wow. All right. Thank you very much, Simon. Daniela, I'm going to take it back to you. You can have another shot at explaining a process.
I don't know what to play now. Hmm.
Sorry?
I don't really know what to explain.
Okay,
Hmm.
well, you pick something that you know very well, something that you know how to do. It doesn't matter, it can be something extremely simple, how to clean something, how to, what's one of your favorite activities? What do you like to do for fun?
Um, watch movies, walk. I don't know, but that's not like a process.
How to watch a movie? Yeah, okay, well that.
Um, maybe. Uh,
Do, do you enjoy any activities, sports or games or anything like that?
yeah, but no, I don't know. It's better if someone else says something.
Okay. Well, how about how to tie your shoes? Something real simple. How to
Um,
properly brush your hair. Anything.
okay. Um, first you need to take. No, I don't know how to explain how to brush your hair. There are so many words that it's complicated.
Maybe that's too simple. Okay.
Um, um,
Well, okay.
no,
How
I
about
don't.
how to paint your nails? Here's something I don't know how to do. You could explain to me. I've never
Uh,
painted my nails. I don't know
okay.
how to do it. Okay, great.
Obviously, you need to pick a color. Maybe
Okay.
that's the most difficult part.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so you have to open the bottle, the polish, and start putting on your fingers very carefully and wait a couple of minutes until they get dry for the first time and get ready to be to the second mm, stage. I don't know. No, to the second time you have to paint them. And then after they are dry, you put some more polish over them again to make the color uh, stronger, to look better. And in case you kind of ruin one of them, you can use no, and that's it.
What was that last thing? In case you can't what?
No, no,
One
no.
of
I forgot. I didn't say anything at the end. I just cut it off like that. Like,
All right.
wait
But
a
what?
couple minutes, completely dry.
All right. But what about that stuff that drives me mental, makes me crazy? I hate the smell. The fingernail polish remover. I
Oh,
really hate that smell. It makes me feel very nauseous. I can't stand it. I make my wife go outside if she wants to do her fingernails.
that,
It really makes me sick.
that's what I was, the word that I was trying to find, the polish remover.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
It really
really
stinks.
want
Ugh.
to, you have to remove the polish and start the process again.
Wow. Okay.
I was trying to end this explanation, but
I see. I see.
no.
What's the deal with the fingernail polish remover? I don't. I actually have never seen this happen because really the smell makes me very ill. It really affects me. Gives me a headache, makes me feel nauseous. I can't stand it. So I am never anywhere near anyone who's doing this activity. What do you do? Do you paint it on? Do you use a cloth to pull off old paint? I really don't know. How do
I
you do
didn't
it?
know how to paint my nails.
No, how to remove the old paint.
Oh, usually I don't like the smell either, so I rather use them outside because all my room or all the house, all the smell keeps in there and it's so annoying. Also, when I paint them, I don't like to do it inside because it's so annoying the smell.
Mm, okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll never know. It's all right. A woman's secret. I'll never know how you remove fingernail polish. That's okay. I can live with that. Okay. Okay. One interesting thing. You guys are actually you're doing this more interestingly than you know. You're all using different techniques. First person, the general you, passive sentences. You're doing different things. In this case, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Daniela used command sentences. Okay, she didn't use subject nouns. She didn't say you. She said put the polish on your fingernails. Wait for about 10 minutes. Do this, do that. Like clean your room, do your homework. All right, command sentences. Well, okay, this is another way to explain a process. A more forceful way, usually. Okay, but that's okay. That's another way to explain a process. Generally, of course, when you're, a military officer explaining to your men what to do, that's how you explain it. Put on your boots, hike out to the field, go to. They don't say, could you please hike out to the field? In the military, they say, hike out to the field. They make command sentences. Okay. So that was interesting. I got a little confused. Wait to the second time. I know what you mean. You want to wait for your fingernails to dry. So you should have added that detail. Before you can add the second coat. By the way, when you're adding a paint, one layer, that's one coat. You add a second layer, that's two coats. So anything like paint, fingernail polish, whatever, you add a coat. we say. A layer. A coat is a layer. A thin layer of something, a coat of shellac, a coat of paint.
Okay.
And another small thing in English, the smell keeps in the house. That's awkward. A smell stays in the house. I don't like when my neighbors cook dried fish because the smell stays in the neighborhood for hours. For example, I would use stays instead of keeps. But okay, thank you. In any case, see, you did it. All right. Maybe you learned a little something. Hello, Ivan. Ivan, welcome to the class. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. We got about 5 minutes or so. Ivan, would you like to explain a short process of how to do something? Doesn't matter. Change your oil, cook an omelet, iron a shirt, anything whatsoever. Tie your shoe, something that you know how to do, and explain the process how to do something. Want to give it a try?
Okay. Now, how to make a call? First, you take your phone. Then, you find your contact. Otherwise, you dial the number you already know and wait. After you click on the subject and the person, wait until the other person answers you.
Okay. What if there's problems? What if there are problems? I'm sorry, bad English. Okay.
What about problems?
Yeah.
Maybe connection.
Maybe.
The battery use ran out. Probably.
Okay.
Or the phone got frozen. Freeze.
Okay.
Freeze.
Could be.
Freeze.
All right.
I don't know.
Your phone freezes. Okay. Okay. Make a phone call. Interesting. All right. Okay. One small thing. All right. Very good. Next, and then after that. All right. Good. Again, that's very, very crucial, important, using these sequencers, these connectives to connect one idea to show the sequence. Okay. One other small thing. Otherwise, you just dial a number you really know. That's okay. It's not a big deal, but okay. All right, just seems a little awkward. Otherwise, dial a number you have memorized, or memorized a number. Might be a better way to say that. Or just dial a number that you know by heart. There's another way to say that. Okay. Know by heart, meaning memorized. Okay, I think I can call somebody now with complete confidence. All right, very good. Okay. Yeah, okay, so just quickly to review, we only have a few seconds. Look, you guys use different methods to do your process explanations. The general you do this, and then you do that. You used yourself as an example. One person, Heidi, used herself as an example to explain something she did, and then I went, and then I did this, and then this, I was told to go over here. That's fine. Passive sentences, which again are more common in written language because you don't know who's actually doing the action. Command sentences like Daniela in her last one. Oh, okay. That's fine. So there's a number of ways we can use process explanation. And nothing is either wrong or right, depends on the situation and who you're explaining it to, but the important thing is really to use these connectives as well. That's really key to make sure that you're being cohesive. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of time for this class. Thank you all very much for participating, and you all did a great job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.